you touched on this already by saying that it's an iterative step. And in earlier conversations that you and I have had, you mentioned Business Central is not a replacement of GP, but the next iteration for ERPs. Could you elaborate a bit more on that?
So, I think there's probably been some stigma in the industry and just media in general that Business Central is replacing something, right? And while that might be subjectively true to some people, what this really is the culmination of knowledge over the last 30 years of Microsoft doing mid-market ERP across multiple platforms and consolidating that knowledge base to this next iterative step. Right, we're seeing features added to Business Central, which were very Navision centric in its more later iterations. But we're also seeing tools added to aid those people that are used to Great Plains or even Solomon to make this transitional step to Business Central. And the industry and Microsoft, for that matter, are sensitive to that fact. So we as partners, but also Microsoft as a whole, are trying to make that transition a little less disruptive by introducing features or maintaining solutions that are in the space to ensure that that transition is not just a requirement, but it is the right next step for a company wanting to do a SaaS model ERP. And then it also just kind of makes sense from an organizational perspective on Microsoft's part, right? So now they're not managing 3 mid-market ERPs, they're managing one, where you can take all of these resources and assets that have been so instrumental in the space for so many years and focus your efforts towards one product. So that those people that are leveraging it have the ability to gain the benefits of a more focused effort rather than dividing those efforts across 3 or 4 products.